It started with a letter, folded carefully, slid under his door, sealed with perfume like a teenager in a Nollywood film. Because that's exactly what she'd been 16, stupid, and so madly in love with Tatenda Tate Mupasviripo, it hurt to breathe around him. The memory crept up again as the plane touched down in Harare, just like it always did when she thought of home. He'd looked her dead in the eye that day, after reading the letter, after her heart had practically leaped into her throat and said, "Tari, I can't take a baby to prom. My girlfriend would kill me. A baby." She could still hear it, feel it echo in her blood like a bad TikTok audio loop. But that was then. Now she had a Gucci duffel, a face beat to perfection, and legs toned by Cape Town stairs, a model auntie's personal trainer, and overpriced smoothies. She was back, and she didn't care what Tate thought of her anymore. Right? Wrong? So wrong. Her suitcase gave up before she even made it past arrivals. One wheel snapped clean off, the entire thing tilting like it had gone through an emotional breakdown mid-flight. Her sleek entrance was immediately ruined by the clunk sound it made with every desperate drag. Someone's child pointed at her and laughed. She ignored it, straightened her back, adjusted her sunglasses, held her head high like she was on a runway. Then her handbag slipped off her shoulder. Her lip gloss fell out, rolled. She bent to catch it and bumped heads with a stranger reaching for the same thing. "Damn, are you okay?" She looked up and blinked. "Okay, God. Apology accepted." He was tall, maybe too tall, with that careless rich boy confidence and a grin that looked like it had broken hearts across 4 provinces. He wore a leather jacket in this heat like he had something to prove. But somehow he made it look like fashion. "You look like you fight people who touch your skincare," he said, handing her lip gloss back. She smiled, "Only if they touch my good side." He crouched to rescue her bag, lifting it like it weighed nothing. Unspoken strength check. "You got a name, model chick?" "Toriro, Nyasha, or Yash, if we're gonna be friends." The confidence, the vibes. She was eating it up like Zim dish with a side of ego. "Your suitcase is on life support," Yash added. "I can help you drag it to whoever's picking you up." "My mom," she said. At least that was the plan. Before she could figure out whether she was being rescued or flirted with, or both, a new voice cut through the air, like bad lighting in a dressing room. "Tari?" She turned, and just like that, mood gone. Tate. He looked taller, broader, still had the same don't care energy that used to make her heart stop back when she was stupid. The same jawline that had her rewriting her name with his surname in math class. He wore all black. Of course he did. It matched his attitude. "Your mom asked me to pick you up," he said. "No hug, no smile. Just pure inconvenience in human form." "Hi to you too," she said, brushing her braids back. He walked over and grabbed her bag from Yash like it owed him money. "Thanks. I wasn't done helping her," Yash said, unbothered. Tate ignored him. Yash smiled like the king of calm. "So, what are the chances I get your number? Miss maybe lives here sometimes." Tari turned slowly to Tate. His jaw clenched, just a little. She grinned. "Depends. You promise not to text me weird at 2 a.m. Only if you promise to answer." She handed him her phone on pure pettiness. Tate slammed the boot shut harder than necessary. "We're leaving," he muttered. "A second ago I didn't even know you were coming. Relax. Number saved, wink exchanged, vibes confirmed." Yash nodded. "Call me when he annoys you." The car ride was a whole experience. Tate didn't say a word for the first 10 minutes. Just turned on the aircon like she was a passenger on a Bolt ride, and not someone whose mum had raised him on curry rice and shared school fees with his family. She glanced at him. He hadn't changed much. Same strong hands on the steering wheel, same serious eyes that used to soften around other girls, but never her. "You okay?" she asked eventually. "Fine. You seem tense." I was just expecting a kid, not someone with lip filler and designer bags. She gasped. Excuse me, this is all natural. And it's Gucci, thank you. Exactly. Silence. Tari crossed her legs, pouted slightly. Your playlist sucks, by the way. It's literally SCA. Exactly. He side-eyed her. She smirked. So, who's your little airport boyfriend? He asked casually. She gave him a look. Jealous? Of someone who wears a chain that big? Never. She rolled down the window. The tension was choking her. I miss the Zimbabwean breeze, she said. You mean the dust? Still better than your attitude. They drove the rest of the way with passive-aggressive, Side playing softly in the background. Neither of them said another word. But when she wasn't looking, Tate glanced at her. Twice. Maybe 3 times. And every time he thought, Torero is trouble. And somehow he'd just volunteered to drive straight into it.